everybody else. Okay, so the fifth step was written for those who did not have a sponsor. Remember, so the book was written for those who did not have contact with AA. So hopefully during this 4-step process, they have done a good 5th step. If they need to bring out something else, we will talk about that. Sometimes I have sponsees that will want to tell me their complete life story, starting from what they remember at 3 years old. That's good also. Okay, this is going to be between you and your sponsee to see how honest they can be and they're willing to be at that specific time. Okay, step 6. Step 6 and 7, the best advice that was given to me was to have the sponsee go sit quietly, read step 6 and 7 out of the 12 and 12, and then say the 7th-step prayer out of the Big Book of Alcoholics Anonymous. The reason that made a difference for me was because by reading step 6 and 7 out of the 12 and 12, I fully realized that number one, I could not remove my character defect. I had to depend on God to remove my character defect. Number two, I had to be willing to let God remove these character defects in God's time. I was not going to determine what my personality, what my life, what my job, what my career, what my future sex, what my future partner would look like. I am not deciding any of that. Once again, just like a 3rd step and a 7th step, I am willing to have all of these character defects removed, because I cannot see how my pride, my envy, my greed, my laziness, on and on and on, my selfishness, my fear, none of those serve me good purpose. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to let God remove those as God sees fit. And I had to become willing not to envision what that would look like in the future. And if somebody wants to hang on to a little bit of this, a little bit of that, then we become willing to let that go. We become willing to let that character defect go. Step 7, for me, was where I found release. That was where the obsession was lifted. I felt an attitude of neutrality. I was no longer scared of relapse. I was no longer afraid of relapse. I became just neutral. Alcohol and staying sober just became natural for me after that, because I totally just became a blank slate. Whatever God wanted from me after that, I was willing to do the rest of the steps and try to form a better relationship and a better understanding with our Creator, so that I would not operate in these character defects. So I'm about out of time, guys. That's about all. I can only do about 20-minute videos here. Y'all know that. But man, I hope that helps you, sister. And like I said, if need be, I go into great detail in the videos concerning steps 4 through 7. But this inventory process actually is quite a bit more than step 4. But it is a process, man. And however honest a person can get at this particular time, we have to roll with that. I can try to make people more honest, but if they can't, they can't. That's just all there is to it. And remember, this is up to God, man. What a person sees, as many people as I've taken through the steps, everybody gets excited, or everybody sees something a little different. Nobody has the same experience, right? And so my job is just to simply go through this process as it's outlined in the Big Book with them. And we sit back and we see what God does. We see where they go. This is decided, this whole sobriety thing is decided on the individual who's trying to get a personal relationship with God. And we have to always remember that it is not us. Everybody's going to get a different experience because everybody's relationship with God is going to be a little bit different. And let's just hope that sobriety continues and we continue to grow. And by working steps 10, 11, and 12, we repeat steps 1 through 9. And gradually our character defects fall away. Some of them are removed quite instantly. Some of them take a little more time. But anyway, good seeing you guys. I hope it's helping. Love you and take it easy. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.